Film has been a medium for storytelling for over 100 years. Cinematography is the way in which we tell these stories through the pictures themselves. It has become a universal language that filmmakers use when trying to visually express the scenarios within the movie. Cinematography encompasses a lot of what appears in the scene, including light, colour, and a few other things that appear to manipulate the frame. A cinematographer, or director of photography, is the person who makes these artistic decisions based on the scene that should be represented cinematically. But with all that being said, what is good cinematography? Well, as I said previously, it's a language between the filmmaker and the audience through the picture. When any choice is being made that affects the frame, it should be a way to progress the story and communicate to the audience purely through the aesthetic nature of the scene. Any shot that you watch in a film should have a meaning that can be represented in a few different ways by the cinematographer. The frame should make you feel something based not on the content, but the way it's represented. Lighting does this very well. It can be used to hide, flatter, engulf, or expose characters. The entire scene relies on light to tell the story, and so by manipulating it in a certain way, the audience can see it as being done for a particular reason. Framing has always been crucial to any scene. Cinematography can be used effectively when displaying characters and events. Camera angle, focus, frame, and size can all be considered to display the scene correctly. Let's say you wanted to introduce a character whose only inhibition is to become the world's greatest drummer. You could start with the character acting out his passion, showing him through a door frame with a long hallway between him and the camera. To show the long way to go, once he starts to drum, he gets closer and closer to the camera, actively getting bigger and bigger in the frame. Both the low angle and the 1.5 aspect ratio makes the drummer look bigger when the camera arrives into the room, which might represent his inhibition to become a big excess. So if this was what general cinematographers can do, then it would seem like great cinematographers can take this language that we use and turn it into visual poetry. They absolutely immerse us into the cinematic story that fixates our eyes onto the contents of the screen. This is an audio clip from an interview with critically acclaimed cinematographer Roger Deakins, the director of films such as Sicario, The Shawshank Redemption, Skyfall, and a lot more.
You know, the thing about cinematography is you're not there to shoot amazing images, because each film demands its own look and each situation demands its own look. But I don't want anybody, while they're watching the film, go, oh, that's an amazing image, because then suddenly they're not in the story.
This language has been learned from thousands of years of painters that compose their images using techniques that direct his audience to the most important parts of the image. Techniques like the rule of thirds, colour and spatial balance, symmetry, and others are taken into consideration when telling an audience a story. I think cinematography is the purest form of cinema. It's the most artistic way to tell a story, and it's incredibly underutilized in today's cinema. With a new form of clean and bright images that cater to most scenes because of its ability to show everything in high quality formats, simply because of its connotations to a high budget. So when we think about cinematography, we should really think about how it can be used to further the story. I hope you will learn something about the way cinematography can be implemented in some of your favorite films so that you might be able to appreciate them just a little bit more. If you like this video, then you can leave a rating to let me know what you thought. My name is James Hayes, and thank you for watching.